Welcome back to the Beck Point Media Podcast, where we talk all things women's hockey. If you are a women's hockey fan, be sure to subscribe and follow Beck Point Media on socials so you don't miss anything. After a rough inaugural season, the Vancouver Golden Eyes were able to rally at the end of the season to win the Gold Plan and secure the first overall pick in the 2026 draft. It was no surprise when the draft rolled around that Cara Gardner-Murray and her team were going to select Caroline Harvey from the University of Wisconsin first overall. But with that pick came history, as Harvey became the first defender to be selected first overall at the University of Wisconsin. Caroline Harvey won 3 NCAA national titles with the Badgers over the course of her collegiate career, playing in 147 games, scoring 54 goals, 12 of which were game winners, along with 47 assists, totaling 201 points. This past season, Harvey recorded 63 points in just 32 games. As a defender, that's a pretty impressive stat and shows the offensive prowess she's going to bring to Vancouver. Think of her in a similar sense as a Sophie Jakes or Claire Thompson, who were among the Golden Eyes' top scorers this season. But her resume doesn't end there, as she's continued to stack up the awards throughout her time with the Wisconsin Badgers, ending with the Patty Kazmaier Award, which is presented to the top D1 women's hockey player. This was her third time being a finalist for the award, showing how consistent she's been throughout her collegiate career. She also won Defender of the Year 3 seasons in a row, becoming the first player to win it 3 times and doing it consecutively. In her rookie season, Harvey won Rookie of the Year and was named a WCHA Defender of the Year finalist. But her awards also extend to the international level, most recently being announced as the 2026 IIHF Female Player of the Year, off the heels of the USA's gold medal performance at the Olympics. In her second Olympic appearance, Harvey came to life, leading the tournament in points and assists with a plus 14 through the tournament, which led her to bringing home tournament MVP and Best Defender. Caroline Harvey is on a championship run, winning the IIHF Women's Worlds, Rivalry Series, Olympic gold, and back-to-back NCAA national titles. And she looks to continue this in Vancouver alongside a star-studded lineup. But with Claire Thompson debating her future in the PWHL, it is very possible that we will get to see Caroline Harvey paired with Sophie Jakes this season. Harvey has already sung her praises. Incredible pairing for the Vancouver Golden Eyes as they look to pick up their offensive momentum. Heading just south of the border was the Seattle Torrent, who joined at the same time as the Vancouver Golden Eyes. While they may not have been able to win the Gold Plan, they still locked up number 2 with the points that they collected to run at the end of the season. Sitting second overall, they still had a great selection to pick from. With their first pick of the 2026 draft, Megan Turner and her team selected Abby Murphy from the University of Minnesota. Murphy has been a force in the NCAA since her freshman year, finishing her career with the Golden Gophers as the all-time scoring leader, recording 143 career goals in 171 games. This season, Murphy led the country with the most points per game, averaging 2 points a game. But her unique style of play and creativity on the ice is what has drawn everyone to her game. This past season, her creativity reached a new high with a bounce pass to herself, finishing it off with a one-handed pass across to Bella Fennell to finish it off, bringing in attention from around the world, with everyone calling it the Abby Murphy. We even saw a few NHL stars try it out in their practice. But beyond the NCAA, Murphy has made a name for herself on the global stage, helping to push the USA to gold at the Milano Cortina Olympics, with 2 goals and 7 assists throughout the tournament. She was also the top player in the 2025 Rivalry Series, which saw the USA complete the first full series sweep. During the series, Murphy recorded 5 goals and 3 assists, including a hat trick in the opening game in Cleveland. Up next was Las Vegas, one of the league's newest teams, who made waves prior to the draft with probably one of the biggest trades we've seen, trading away USA legend Hillary Knight to Detroit for the 3rd overall pick in the 2026 draft. With the pick, Vegas selected Tessa Janicki from Penn State and wasted no time inking the deal. Janicki kick-started the USA's golden run, scoring the golden goal at the 2025 IIHF Women's World Championships before completing the first full series sweep in the rivalry series and debuting at the 2026 Milano Cortina Games, where the USA won a perfect gold. With the Olympic win, Janicki became the first Penn State athlete to win a Winter Olympic gold medal in a collegiate career for the record books. In her time with the Nittany Lions, she beat the all-time scoring record, women's and men's, with 201 points, setting the program record with 89 goals and 117 assists, as well as a plus 112 through 145 games with Penn State, bringing a strong offensive presence to Vegas as they look to hit the ground running. Picking 4th overall was San Jose, who selected Layla Edwards from the University of Wisconsin. Edwards has become known for her two-way style of play, starting her career as a forward, then transitioning to defense to make the USA roster. Throughout the course of her career with the Badgers, Edwards had 154 points in 123 games, and they're also getting a player that knows how to win, winning back-to-back NCAA titles, Olympic gold, Women's Worlds, and the rivalry series to cap off her collegiate career. Picking 5th was Las Vegas as they bolstered their offense with Lacey Eden from the University of Wisconsin. Throughout her collegiate career, Eden did what no hockey player has ever done, winning 4 NCAA national titles. The Maryland native appeared in 178 games with the Badgers, scoring 105 goals, 23 of which were game winners, along with 140 assists, and this past season led the nation in scoring with 77 points. Over the course of her career with the Wisconsin Badgers and USA national team, Eden has established herself as a dynamic two-way player that shows grit and determination every time she steps on the ice. This year, Eden was one of the final cuts from the USA Olympic team. However, that didn't stop her from showing up on the ice and in the locker room as the Badgers season continued through the Olympics. Down several key players, Eden helped lead the team to go 5-1 throughout the Olympic tournament without major stars. Top of her leadership and two-way style of play, she brings an elite scoring ability to Vegas with a level of determination and grit you just can't teach. Eden will look to continue adding to her championship resume. Picking 6th overall was the newest addition to the Battle of Ontario, Hamilton, who selected captain Nellie Leighton from the University of Minnesota as they continue to add international talent to their roster. Throughout her career with the Gophers, the defender recorded 94 points and 183 blocks through 145 games. The Finnish native made her Olympic debut back in 2022, where Finland took home bronze. This year, she returned to the Olympics at the Milano Cortina Games, where she served as the assistant captain of the Finnish team. Nellie Leighton showcases exactly what the next generation of Finland hockey looks like, and with Hamilton's already stacked international roster, this addition makes sense as they look to add talent from all across the world and bring it together. But the biggest question left is, how will they all mesh together? 7th overall was the New York Sirens, who have had back-to-back first overall picks, securing Sarah Fillier and Christina Kaltenkova. But after finding their best finish yet, the Sirens found themselves farther back than anyone expected after missing their 3rd straight playoffs. And with their goalie situation in the air, lots of fans were expecting them to go goalie at number 7. But Pascal had another vision in mind when selecting defender Emma Peschel from the Ohio State University. And this was a strong pick for the Sirens as they already have strong offensive threats but need to grow their blue line. And who better than Emma Peschel, who was an absolute standout with the Buckeyes alongside D partner Sarah Swiderski. Throughout her time with the Buckeyes, Peschel recorded 108 points and 137 blocks in 151 games. She also helped lead the Buckeyes to their 2nd NCAA national title back in 2024. Peschel will be a strong presence for the Sirens on the blue line as they look to secure their first ever playoff run. Up next, it was the Toronto Scepters, and boy, did they get a steal as Kirsten Sims fell to number 8. Sims is on a championship run alongside Wisconsin. Over the course of her career with the Wisconsin Badgers, the Michigan native played 152 games, scoring 100 goals, 19 of which were game winners, along with 138 assists. Her playmaking ability makes her a dangerous force on the ice, which is exactly needed as they rebuild their team heading into next season under new leadership. This past season, the Scepters struggled on offense, ranking last in goals in the league. Despite their struggles finding the back of the net, most of their matches remained close. Bringing in an incredible playmaker and champion like Sims will hopefully give the Scepters the offensive spark they've been needing. Up next was back-to-back champions Minnesota Frost, who after losing Kendall Cooper in expansion to Las Vegas had some big shoes to fill on the back end. So when defender Sarah Swiderski was still available at number 9, it was a no-brainer for Minnesota to make the pick. Swiderski began her career with the Clarkson Knights before transferring in her junior year, where she took off alongside D partner Emma Peschel at Ohio State, becoming major standouts. The BC native first came into the spotlight when she represented Canada in 2022 at the IIHF U18 World Championship, where Canada brought home gold at the tournament. Swiderski was named to the all-team tournament team and recognized as the tournament's top defender. She then joined the Clarkson Golden Knights her freshman year, allowing her to develop her defensive instincts. In her 2 seasons with Clarkson, the defender tallied 4 goals, 15 assists, and 63 blocked shots, with a plus 34, making the Frozen Four in 2024 alongside notable PWHL players Haley Wynn, Nicole Gosling, Ann Cherkowski, Brooke McQuigg, Darcy Lappin, and Dominic Petrie. But playing with top talent doesn't always allow for growth. The transfer in her junior year to Ohio State definitely helped her be noticed, playing more minutes as part of the Buckeyes' top D pair. In 70 games with the Buckeyes, Swiderski tallied 9 goals, 30 assists, and 67 blocks. Swiderski now heads to Minnesota, a team known for their depth. Throughout her college career, Swiderski served as more of a stay-at-home defender, but if there's one thing the Frost know how to do, it's spark offense from their entire lineup, with every player making the score sheet last season at one point or another. So expect to see Swiderski's role continue to grow as she gains her footing in the PWHL. Next was the Boston Fleet, selecting 10th overall, Grace Dwyer from Cornell University. The pick came as a major surprise. The Fleet have already built a very strong defensive core and lost a lot of offense through expansion and free agency, but still a great pick as the Fleet are looking to double down on what they've built so far. Throughout her career with the Big Red, Dwyer recorded 127 points and 127 blocks in 134 games, fitting into the Fleet's two-way style of play alongside defenders Haley Wynn and Megan Keller. This style of play did work out for the Fleet last season. However, they still had strong players on offense like Alina Mueller, who they've lost to Hamilton. However, they did also have a lot of underutilized players that now make up the bulk of their offense. So it will be interesting to see how it comes together through training camp and preseason, and who else the Fleet may be targeting behind the scenes in free agency. Then at number 11, the Ottawa Charge selected defender Vivian Jungles from the University of Wisconsin. Through her time with the Badgers, Jungles won 3 NCAA national titles, recording 78 points and 208 blocks in 162 games. Jungles is a proven defensive player, which is exactly what the Charge needed to bring in after losing Rory Gilday and Stephanie Markowski in expansion. The Charge were able to unlock their offensive momentum last season with Rebecca Leslie and Finuza Katarova, so going defense in the first round was a smart choice for the Charge, who are looking to win their first Walter Cup after making back-to-back finals. And rounding out the first round was Walter Cup champions, the Montreal Victoire, who selected forward Petra Niemanen from the SDHL, adding more international talent to their roster as they look to repeat. Three-time Olympian brings a proven track record to the reigning champions. This past season, she recorded 45 points in 27 regular season games, adding another 6 points in the playoffs. Maybe a learning curve jumping from the SDHL, her proven track record and international experience is going to be a major asset for the Victoire this season. Make sure to subscribe to Beck Point Media and follow us on socials to stay up to date with the latest women's